Welcome back, guys. If you're new here, hi, I'm Joanna, and on this channel I like to talk about happiness, minimalism and sustainable lifestyle. If you're following my channel or my Instagram for some time, you may know that I have been keeping a bullet journal. Yeah, this was some time ago because there are some reasons that I don't do it anymore. Yeah, by this time you may know that this title wasn't like a clickbait or something, so this is really something that I'm not doing anymore, and there are several reasons for that. Even though I really like to do that, and yeah, I don't know, maybe it was because I felt that there was like this trend doing this, and I really like to be creative and to be express my my aesthetics and things like that. But in this video, it's all about quitting bullet journal and the reasons for that, and why it may not be the perfect thing for you, and my proposition for different kind of planning your life. So the first part, I really want to talk about what are the benefits of writing on paper. So the first advantage of writing things on paper, like to-do lists or appointments, things like that, is that there is a physical thing that you cannot just put at the back on your mind and put in your iPad or on your phone and not see it, because when you're lying or hanging somewhere, then you see it at the first sight and you just cannot escape it. Another thing that's linked to that is that there's a real big satisfaction of ticking off to-do lists. Like it's way more fun than just, doing this digitally thing. So this is really something that makes you also feel better to complete a task and to be done with something. The other thing is also that when I'm working digitally, like on the laptop or the iPad, it's really nice to have something physical next to me, to know that this is solely for the purpose of ticking off my to-do lists, and to write everything down there, because sometimes when you have everything in one place, like it's somewhere and you cannot really find it that well. And also when you have it in your backpack and on your table and your drawer, it's just like there's just like a physical reminder of your planning system. And the third thing that I think is really great, also for me, I don't know if this is for everyone, but for me personally, I think there is not like a possibility to scam yourself or to delete things because you just wrote it, and like when you didn't do this on this day, just like it happened, that's alright, but you cannot just delete it and pretend it wasn't there. So it also, like, maybe it produces some amount of pressure on you, but I think this is a good pressure for me. So this is an advantage for me. It really depends on the person, but I think this is a really nice thing. So now you might think that, okay, these are disadvantages, right? But these are the advantages that I also have while not bullet journaling. By bullet journaling, I really mean the artsy kind of style that you put your designs into it and really make it really nice looking and things like that. And I really enjoyed doing that I did it maybe for 1.5 years. But at the time, I just realized that this is not something for me, and that's why I quit bullet journaling. My issue with bullet journaling there were some reasons, and one of these is that it just was too time consuming for me, because I just didn't have the time, or I didn't want to take this time to do this in a week or in a month, and it just was too much, because there is like this aspect that you wanted to be perfect. Like I was like this, and it was really difficult for me to just do something and like not do it perfectly, and this resulted in quite a lot of time that I had to invest to do this bullet journal. There was the issue for me that I had to plan before to know, okay, I have to do like a title I want to do a title for the next month, and I have to put all the weeks in, because there are like appointments and things that I know like a month in like before, and this is why it's really stressful for me to just put everything before into my bullet journal like I wanted it to be. So this is something that I didn't enjoy. And the other thing was also that it wasn't really spontaneous, because of the mentioned fact that I had to plan it before, and sometimes things change and it wasn't really fitting for my life. And the third thing that I didn't like about this was that it wasn't really like a record of how my life is looking like. And I think this is something so beautiful about journaling in a general sense, because when you're planning something and trying to do it perfectly, and you know, even putting every to-do list and every appointment and every text into your bullet journal and not trying to cross it over and delete it and something like that, it really, it really has a pressure on you, and you just want to be perfect, but life isn't perfect. So this is a not good reflection of life, and this is something that I really didn't like about this. So as I said, even though I really like to draw and do things really nicely, it just didn't really fit for me to be a planning system. So in the past several months, I've been trying to do a different kind of planning system, and this consists of several different mediums as well. So right now I have 2 different journals, and the one is a bullet journal, like it is a bulleted journal, but I just switched from using it as an artsy bullet journal to a normal to-do list journal. And what I mean by that is that I just put every day there and also the week number, and I just try to put every morning or the day before my to-do list for the next day. It has the purpose to be a different kind of journaling and just shows what I'm doing. And because before I was always just doing like taking scratch papers and putting all my to-do lists on this and just throw it out. But I think it's really nice to see what are you doing and what you've done and how much you have achieved in one day and whatnot. And I think this is really nice to also reflect about this and put into perspective for the future. That's why I decided to put it into a journal, so I can flip through this also in the future and see maybe how to be better, like how to be better at planning my days or how to be more productive. And then I also have another journal that I started beginning of this year, and this is more something that I take with me everywhere, and when I have the time or just like feel like it, I can put my thoughts into it and also some ideas or brain dumps. And I really like enjoy this kind of thing because I never done that, and this really allows me to be really like messy with the things and just do something. And there's like, I don't have a pressure to do it nicely or to do it perfectly. So yeah, I just really like this kind of journaling for myself. And this is also something quite personal because I just put really different kinds of things in it that are related to my personal life, that are related to what I want from life and things like that. So yeah, this is like really nice medium for me to put everything on paper, because sometimes, like oftentimes, you have to put something on paper because there's so many things in your head, and I just need to put it somewhere in writing, and then it becomes more of a reality, or just realize that it's not something that is possible or that something is like not okay. And I think, yeah, this is really a nice thing to have for yourself. So these 2 mediums have 2 different purposes. The one is for short-term planning, and the other one is for my life. And some water. But then I thought I still need something that I can plan my whole week through and put everywhere my appointments and I don't know, things like that. And actually I've been doing that for several years now, and I just was not happy with doing it twice. And by that I mean I was just always putting on my appointments and lectures and fixed things into my phone calendar, and I just didn't see the purpose of transferring the appointments and things like that into my bullet journal. That's why I just decided to just leave it on it, because I can have notifications on it and I don't have to stress about that. I didn't see it, or I don't have my bullet journal with me. I always have my appointments and important things with me. How sad as it is that I always have my phone with me, but this is just a reality. Either way, now I realize that this is also the best way for me to when I know I'm meeting someone, okay, I'm just gonna put it into here that we are meeting then and then, or then I have a doctor's appointment and everything is in one place. The other thing that I also do that is a little bit in the middle, like it's not long term, it's not also not short term, is my weekly plan. And here I decided to plan my week on my iPad because it mostly relates to my studies and I always have my digital medias with me. So this is something that makes sense for me and it's also way more flexible. What I mean by that is that a week can change quite quickly, and in my life, I don't know how it is in yours, but there are things that I cannot predict, like within a week even. So when I put this on paper, I just, have to delete it or text it or something like that, and just I don't really like doing that. And on an iPad, I really have the flexibility to just change around and move things, and yeah, it just really gives me the opportunity to not be really strict with my plan. Yeah, it's like I also keep track of the weeks before and I have like one document for that, and then I also like to color code things, and like I don't have to carry around like 10 different pens because I have only one pen. I can do with that whatever I want. So I think this is a really great opportunity for me to just, to make like a schedule for the whole week and be flexible about changing it, about being a more flexible person as well. So these 3 things, the journal, the iPad and my phone, for me this is like a really like a holy trinity. Almost like this is the most efficient way for me to do things without doing things twice, without transferring things unnecessarily, but also for having like a different time scales planned. And I think this is really great for me. And yeah, I don't know, maybe it's something for you as well. Maybe you want to try this. I would like to hear your opinions on this. If you want to try this or if you do something similar, you can comment down in the section below, and yeah, maybe you could help someone else or can learn something from you. And I really love reading your comments because there are so many interesting insights as well. And yeah, this is just really nice for the community. Thanks so much for watching. If you found some value in this video, give it a thumbs up, it really helps. And if you want to see more of this kind of videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know more about how I planned for my studies, I have another video that I will link up here so you can check it out as well. Yeah, I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye!